Hello friend, this question is on test series number 9. Subject name is electronic device and circuits. PN junction theory and characteristic. It's a 1 marks problem. Question says that calculate the V0 output voltage V0 we need to calculate. So friends, we need to see that in the 10 volt voltage source, my diode D1 will be forward biased. And D2 will be reverse biased. Okay, so if D2 is the reverse bias, so effective circuit will be something like this: 1k, 6k, 10 volt. So initially diode D1 will try to be forward biased, 6k, then you will have a diode D2 which is reverse biased. Okay, when the diode D2 is reverse biased, because of that there will be no current in the loop 2. If this is a loop 2, then there will be no current in the loop 2. So if the current in the loop 2 is 0, then the diode D1 will also cannot be act as a forward bias. It can also not act as a short circuit because there is no current across it. So effectively you will have a circuit like this, because there no current is flowing. So diode is a passive device. It will only act as a forward bias in the forward bias condition, because no current is flowing here, there is no closed loop. So diode D1 is not going to act as a forward bias. So effectively circuit will act as a no connection. There is no connection with 6k to the rest of the circuit, because the current is flowing, effective current of the circuit is 0. So my diode D1 also not going to show its electrical characteristic, and D2 will also not going to show its electrical characteristic. So effectively my output voltage V0 is 0, because although D1 should be if we have the D1 alone, if D1 was alone in the circuit, at that case it should be act as a forward bias, and we must have we could have encountered, or we could have approximated D1 as a short circuit wire. But because we also have a D2 in the picture and it is acting as an open circuit, so the current I2 is 0. So if there is no current in the branch, so D1 is a passive diode is a passive element, it will not going to show its characteristic. It will only show its characteristic, forward bias characteristic, if the current across this is a forward bias, if the voltage is greater, if the anode voltage is greater than the cathode voltage, which is not happening here. So diode D1 will also effectively act as open circuit. So effectively 6k is isolated from the rest of the circuit. It is not the case of the open circuit. If D2 was not present, and I was calculating, if I used to calculate the open circuit voltage across 6 kilo ohm, it will be the potential voltage across the 6k will be going to transfer across this resistor. But I am here not calculating the open circuit voltage here. I am calculating the voltage across the 6k, which is isolated from the circuit. So this case is different from the open circuit voltage, because my 6k don't have any connection with the entire circuit. If I may require to calculate the voltage here, it will be the voltage across 6k, but my resistor of interest is isolated from the whole entire network, because D1 and D2 both are acting as open circuit, because the current of the branch is 0. Okay, so this case is slightly different from the normal cases. So my correct option is option C, which is 0 volt. Thank you.